Hi, welcome to a Vinyasa practice. My name is Kailey. We'll get started with this practice on the back. So you can meet me on your back. May feel good. I'm going to offer bending the knees in a half shavasana. So you roll out onto the spine, keeping the knees bent. It's just usually a little bit more comfortable on the lower back for a lot of folks, on the pelvis. Let the arms drop wherever they naturally want to fall. You could bring your hands somewhere on the torso or let the palms flip open out by the sides of the body. And soften or even close your eyes here for your first few moments of practice. Just gently shifting your focus inwards. Whatever has been going on in your life, in your day, in the world around us, we're not trying to push any of that away so much as just pour a little bit more focus into what's here with you right now. The more that you can practice becoming an observer of the body and of your experience, the more when you finish up your practice today, you'll be able to translate that skill to your life off of the mat. This is ultimately the point of the practice of yoga, is not so much to just be present while you're on your mat, moving through the poses, but to give you and your life the gift of your own attention, of your own presence, as cheesy as it sounds. When you're having dinner with loved ones, or when you're driving through, challenging weather or traffic, the more we can practice tuning in to whatever experience we're having, whatever's unfolding while we're moving through a vinyasa practice, the more we get to translate that skill into a way that will make our lives off the mat richer and more meaningful. Just take 3 deep breaths, being really intentional, inhaling into the belly. Open mouth, exhale. Maybe feel the hips and the pelvis and the thighs release. And do that again. Take a breath in, this time into not just the belly, but also letting the breath move up into the chest, feeling the rib cage expand. Open your mouth, sigh it out. And gripping through the shoulders, neck, jaw. Take one more deep breath, fill the belly, fill the chest. Maybe even the shoulders and collarbones lift at the top of your inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Bring your arms to a goalpost shape. You can blink the eyes open or keep them closed as much as you like. And then just rainbow the knees slowly side to side. A little massage for the lower back, noticing how the pelvis is moving today, how the hips feel. And the next time the knees are over to your right, go ahead and stay there. Bring your left knee up into your chest a bit. You can catch the crook of the left knee with the right hand, nod your chin toward your left shoulder. We won't be here for long, but just feeling into this twist, this rotation in the spine, from the tailbone all the way up through the crown of the head. Inhale your head through the center. And then bring the knees back to the center. Let's rainbow the knees again, side to side. Rinse out that twist, resetting, recalibrating. Next time the knees are to your left, go ahead and bring your right knee in a little bit closer to the chest and nod your head to the right shoulder. Head through the center, take a breath in. And then exhale your feet back down underneath the knees. Bring your arms down by the sides of your body, palms face down here. Press the feet into the floor, tuck your tailbone just a little bit. Feel your glutes engage as you do that. So just tilt the pelvis, the glutes engage a bit, and then press the feet down with the hips up, finding bridge pose. Won't be here for a ton of time for the first one, but feel into that stretch in the front of the hips. You may choose to grip the sides of your mat, kind of press the palms down toward the feet to lift the chest, find a little more extension, breathe in. And then lower everything down, setting the pelvis down last. Reach the arms back over your head. Take a breath in, finding some length through the sides of your body. As you exhale, come back to bridge, bringing your arms down by the sides, palms pressing into the mat. Hips go down, arms come up, breathe in. Hips come up, arms go down as you exhale. Just a little mini flow, flowing between this bridge stretch and reaching the arms back. 3 more times here. Let's see if you can start to really sync up with your breath. So you're moving with breath. Such a key to this practice. The next time you bring the hips up and the arms down, pause. Keep the left foot grounded. See if you can keep the right knee bent and lift the right leg up. And then switch. Right foot presses down. Lift the left knee up. And then switch. 2 more with each leg. As much as you can, keep the pelvis still. So when you lift the right leg here, the right hip may want to drop. See if you can keep the right hip just as high as the left last time. Lower everything down. Bring your knees to your chest. Nice little warm up. Hopefully you're feeling that. Circle the knees over the low back. Feeling maybe a little bit more energy flowing through the legs. Cross your ankles here. Hook the back of the knees. Rock forward and backward maybe 2 or 3 times until you're ready to plant your hands and find your way to your hands and your knees, meeting in all fours. Wrists underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Circle the shoulders over the wrists about 2 times counterclockwise, and then switch 2 times clockwise. Doesn't matter which direction you go first, always try and go both sides. Come through the center. Tilt your tailbone toward the ceiling. Let the chest drop a little bit toward your thumbs and bring your chin up. Inhale as you find cow. Round your spine, coming into cat on the exhale. Hold cat. Take a big breath into the shoulder blade region, the back of the ribs. Stay in cat as you exhale. Draw your navel toward your spine. Come back to cow. Inhale. It might feel good to nod your chin side to side. And then cat as you exhale. Hold your cat stretch. Breathe into the back of the shoulders. Navel to spine as you exhale. Back to cow. Breathe in. Cat 1 more time like this. Exhale. Hold cat. Full cycle of breath. Inhale into the shoulders. Exhale. Navel to spine. Engaging the core. Cow as you breathe in. Cat as you breathe out of singles here. Come back to cow with your next inhale. And cat as you exhale. 2 more. Anytime you want to take one of those open mouth exhales, come through the center. Tuck the toes under. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Root down into your hands. Keep the knees bent as you come into your first down dog. So knees deeply bent, bring the stretch into your side body, into your low back, and then start to straighten out the legs, letting the heels get heavy. It does not matter if the heels touch down or not. Feel into the stretch in the back side of the body. 2 more deep breaths. Press into the palms to find some length in the spine, to push the floor away, bring that strength into the upper body. When you're ready, look forward, take a walk to the top of the mat. Come straight into a halfway stretch here. As you inhale, the fingertips stay on the mat, or maybe they come to the shins. Find ragdoll with your next exhale. Separate your feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Catch the crooks of the opposite elbows. And then begin to gently shift your weight from foot to foot. Maybe taking a big bend in one knee at a time. See if you can let gravity help decompress some of those upper vertebrae. Give your head a gentle shake. No. And yes. Really nodding the chin, exaggerated but gentle nod. Then release the fingers down, heel toe the feet a little closer together, maybe hips distance. Might feel good to bring the big toes together. Slide the palms to the shins, find a halfway stretch again. Inhale. Catch the calves as you exhale into a deep forward fold. Vertebra by vertebra, roll it up slowly. Root down into your feet. Once your shoulders are over your hips, sweep the arms up. Keep pressing the feet down. Lengthen out through the sides of your body. So this is one place where I actually do sometimes feel good locking the knees. You can try that on if you like. Usually there's lots of recommendations not to lock out the joints, but push the feet down, whether you're locking the knees or not, and lift the ribs away from your pelvis. Take one more big breath in. Maybe you send the hips forward, squeeze the glutes, and then bring your hands to your heart, coming through a nice neutral. So now go ahead and soften up on the knees, feel that space. If there's anything that you need for your practice, there's an intention that you have, maybe a little bit more presence, more awareness. This is what I feel like I am going to be working on for my entire life. You can bring your intention to mind. Could be patience, strength, grace, commitment, discipline, whatever resonates for you. I'll take a big cleansing breath with that intention in mind. Deep inhale, breathing it into your body so that you can embody it fully. Open mouth, exhale, offer it up. Reach the arms up on the inhale, blink the eyes open if you closed them with me. And then bow forward as you exhale. Sun salutation A 3 times. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Plant the hands, step back to high push-up, rock forward and lower all the way down the first time. Come onto the tops of the feet as you find cobra pose. Tent the fingertips, inhale, the heart pulls forward. Exhale, lower the chest, the nose, and the forehead back down. Bring your hands a little wider, come back into cobra. Inhale, you're just on the tips of the fingers, shoulders hug the spine. Exhale, lower the chest, the nose, and the forehead. One more time, inhale, wide arm cobra. This time, so you can keep your body exactly the way it is, but float the hands up. So it's just a little kind of integrity check. I know for me, I usually find, woo, I pushed up a little bit further than my skeletal muscle actually has the strength to support. So it's a nice little check-in. Big breath in, appreciate the range of motion that you can. And then exhale, tuck the toes under, find downward facing dog. 2 deep breaths here. Feel free to move around when you land in down dog or to connect with some stillness. When you're ready, look forward, take a walk to the top of the mat. Sun salutation A again. Inhale, halfway stretch. Exhale, forward fold. Go all the way up as you breathe in and lengthen. Bring your hands to your heart on your exhale. Reach up and fill up. Bow forward, empty out. Halfway lift, breathe in. Plant the hands, step back to high push-up, and rock forward and lower halfway down. Pause in chaturanga. Upward facing dog, slide onto the tops of the feet, lift the knees, lift the thighs, stretch from your navel to the chin, and then downward facing dog. Press with your hands. 2 deep breaths again, in through your nose. Maybe open mouth, exhale, let it go. One more cycle of breath here. Lift the heels, look forward. Step, walk, or hop to the top. We'll probably just be stepping today. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Rise with the inhale. Bring your hands to your heart as you exhale. And reach the arms up and fill. Fold forward and empty. Halfway lift, breathe in. High push-up to low push-up, strong in your chest and your arms. Upward dog or cobra. Finish your breath, finish your stretch. Downward facing dog. Stay here, just one breath in through the nose. Seal the lips together. Exhale through the nose, Ujjayi Pranayama. Lift the heels, look forward. Empty your breath and then make your way to the top of your mat. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Chest to thighs as you breathe out. Take it all the way up on the inhale, lengthen. Find lightning chair this time. Sweep the arms towards your sides, bend the knees, and then hinge back through your hips. Eyes are forward or downward. Lengthen out through the entire spine. So from your lower back, find some space there, all the way up through the back of the neck. Staying long through the sides of the neck, reaching the crown of the head away from the sternum. Option to lift the heels, finding your balance in your lightning chair. Option to keep the heels lifted as you bring the arms forward for chair pose. You can drop the heels down at any point. We're going to pump the breath a little bit, take it back to lightning chair. Inhale, chair. Exhale, lightning chair. You could be on your heels the whole time. 2 more, breathe in. Breathe out. Once more, inhale. Lightning chair, hold it here for 5, 4, legs are strong, 3, 2, heels down all the way up, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Halfway stretch on the inhale. Plant the hands, step back, high push up to low push up. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, this is our up dog. Exhale, Adho Mukha, our down dog. Kick your right leg back behind you. You can point the toe or flex the foot, but externally open the right hip, bend the right knee. Press down with your right hand. See if you can square the chest. Look toward your left thigh. Right knee is pointing up toward the ceiling or moving in that direction. Kick your right leg long as you breathe in. Look forward. You're going to step your right foot outside of the right pinky finger. Slide back through the ball of the left foot so that you can melt the hips forward and downward. We're in a lizard lunge. You have the option to drop the left knee down. If the left knee is lifted, go ahead and shift forward and backward a couple of times, checking in with your left ankle, your left calf. I'm going to make this interesting. Go ahead and drop the left knee down, untuck the left toes. See if you can point the left toes straight back. I know my left foot likes to kind of point over toward the right. Point the left toes straight back, press into the top of the left foot and lift the left knee. Ooh, big stretch. Couple deep breaths into the sensation of that stretch. You're going to drop the left knee down, tuck the left toes under, press into your hands, straight to downward facing dog. Bring that right foot back, pedal it out, feel into the kind of sensation, that rebound sensation of that big hip stretch. And then we're going to take that on the other side. So left leg kicks up. Doesn't matter if you've got that foot flexed or pointed, just bring some awareness into the top foot. Externally open the hip, bend the knee, and then notice that probably a lot of the weight shifted to your right hand. See if you can even it out or maybe even bring more weight into the left hand than the right. Left knee is moving toward the ceiling. Kick the left leg back with your next inhale and then step the left foot outside of the left pinky finger for lizard lunge on this side. Slide back through the ball of the right foot. You can immediately drop the right knee down, or if the right knee is lifted, give it a couple rocks, the whole body shifting forward and backward. Take it slow so you have a lot of feedback from the body. If you're moving in a way that doesn't feel super agreeable to your joints today, you want to adjust the range of motion or maybe choose a different path of movement so that you're really honoring your body's wisdom. Drop the right knee down if it's lifted, untuck the right toes and try and point them straight back. So sometimes you've got to bend that right knee a bit and adjust. Right toes point straight back and then press into the right foot to lift the right knee. We're stretching the whole front side of the right leg. Right ankle, right shin, all the way up the front of the knee into the quads and the hip flexors. Drop the right knee, tuck the right toes under, press into your hands, downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, let that go. Look forward, lift the heels. Empty the breath, step, walk, or hop to your hands. Halfway stretch here, breathe in. Forward fold as you breathe out. Into chair pose on the inhale, we're going to change it up a bit. Take a prayer twist to your right. Left elbow is going to hook outside of the right thigh. Press your top hand, right hand down into the left to find some rotation in the spine. And then open the arms like wings, staying in your chair pose. If your left fingertips touch down outside of the right foot, dig the left fingertips down to help find that twist. The eyes can start to peel up toward your top hand. Take a breath in. Bring your right hand down in front of your right foot. We're finding balancing half moon. The left limbs will lift up and open. It's a great place. Ooh, my balance is a little wonky today. Great place for a block underneath the right hand. You might have a wall nearby that you can use. If your balance is having a day like mine, if you're feeling a little challenged, know that that is totally normal, totally to be expected. And it's a great opportunity to practice taking this practice a little bit more lightly, giving yourself a lot of grace. One more inhale, peeling open here. As you exhale, bring your left hand down, bend both knees, coming into a little yoga curtsy. So left knees toward your right calf. You can bring your hands to your heart for a little bit more balance challenge. We're going to take a big step with the left foot to the back of the mat and then lift up into crescent lunge. So you're on the ball of the left foot, still rooting down into that right leg and the ball of the right foot. From crescent lunge, pivot the back heel down, find warrior two. Soften the elbows a little bit in your warrior two, maybe even turn the palms forward. Bend the elbows a bit, feel the biceps. Squeeze the shoulders toward your spine here. So shoulder blades hug the spine. Keep that activation in the shoulders. Lift the palms down and straighten the arms out without moving the shoulder blades away from the spine. And then nod your head side to side. So look toward your back fingers, look toward your front fingers. It's like a very slow shaking no of the head. Set the gaze over your front fingers. Take a breath in. Extended side angle. Bring your right forearm to your right thigh. Left arm stretches up and over. Root down through the knife edge of your left foot, so much so that the inner arch of your left foot starts to peel away from your mat. Left biceps tracing the left ear here. Take another deep breath into that side body stretch and then meet me on hands and knees as you exhale. Left foot down, bring that right knee down underneath the right hip. Cow pose, take a breath in, tuck the toes. Cat pose as you exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Come back to cow, but lift the right leg. Bring the right toes toward the back of your head, chin comes up. As you exhale, bring the right knee to the right elbow and lift the left knee up, shoulders are over the wrists. Kick back to three-legged dog, take a breath in. And then step both feet to the top of the mat. Halfway stretch, breathe in. Forward fold, breathe out. Chair pose. And then we're going to twist to the left. So we've got that little sequence on the other side. Right elbow hooks the outside of the left leg. See if you can bring that elbow a few inches higher on the outer left leg than the knee. So if you've got the elbow on the knee, sometimes it's kind of hard to feel secure in this twist, but if you can slide that elbow up a little farther toward your left hip. Press the left hand down into the right. Open the arms like wings. Maybe the bottom fingertips are down and you can use those to traction into the mat. Inhaling deeply here. Left hand comes down. We've got balancing half moon on this side. Peeling the body open toward the right side of the room. Remember, you always have the option to use a prop, to use a block or a table. Ujjayi pranayama, so tapping into that connection with your life force, following the path of movement of your breath. One more long inhale. Bring your right hand down, square your chest as you bend both of your knees, finding your shiva squat. Right knee towards somewhere on the left calf. Stay here or bring your hands to your heart. Try and keep the spine long and neutral. So if you're really collapsing into a forward fold here, maybe bring some awareness into the back. Lengthen the crown of the head forward. We're going to take a big step with the right foot to the back of the mat for crescent lunge, pressing through the feet to lift up. You need more of a challenge here. You can take the eyes up between the hands or maybe bring the palms together. Set your gaze toward your thumbs. And then warrior two, pivot the back heel down. Keep tracking your left knee toward your left pinky toe. So we're getting a slight subtle opening in the inside of the left thigh. And bring your awareness to the shoulders again here. You might turn the palms forward, shoulders hug spine with the elbows soft. And then keep the shoulders where they are, straighten the arms out. Look from one hand to the other. That exaggerated, slow shake of the head, no, releasing any tension in those upper vertebrae. Set the eyes over your front fingertips, take a breath in. Extended side angle on this side. It's just one of my favorite yoga stretches. It feels really so good in the body. Enjoy the stretch through the right side body. Big deep inhales. Long stretch, breathe in, hands and knees as you breathe out. Cow pose on the inhale, tuck the toes so we're ready. Cat pose on the exhale. Cow with the left leg. Inhale, bring the toes toward the back of the head. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Lift the right knee off the mat. Shoulders are over the wrist. Kick the left leg back as you breathe in, three-legged. Step both feet to the top of your mat. Chair pose right away on the inhale. Breath in motion. Twist to the right as you exhale. Open the arms like wings. Take a breath in. Balancing half moon. Bring your right hand down. Peel the left limbs up and open. Inhale. Square the chest. Find your shiva squat as you exhale. Stay here. Find your balance. Breathe in. And then big step to the back of the mat with the left foot. Crescent lunge is your next inhale. Maybe the eyeballs track upward. Warrior two as you exhale. Take a breath in, reach to the fingertips. I almost said just straighten the leg. Let's keep it bent. Bring the right forearm, right thigh, extended side angle. Long inhale. Hands and knees as you exhale. Cow pose, press down, breathe in. Cat as you breathe out. Cow with the right leg lifted, inhale. Right knee, right elbow, exhale, left knee off the mat. Kick back to three-legged dog, take a breath in. This time you're gonna step the right foot forward, keep the back heel down, come up into warrior one. Finding Virabhadrasana one here. Bend your elbows, keep your legs so you're still anchored into that really strong warrior one base, and then bring your forearms and elbows together. Open the elbows, shoulders hug the spine. Bring the forearms together, let the shoulders move away from the spine. Couple more here. Inhale, bring the forearms forward. Exhale, shoulders hug the spine. One more, breathe in. Breathe out. We're going to straighten the front legs, straighten the arms. Inhale. Airplane, rebend the front knee just a little bit so that you can shift forward. From airplane pose, maybe without touching that back foot down, bring the left knee up. Inhale deeply. We're going to find lightning chair as you exhale, feet down, sweep the arms back. Great, chair pose, breathe in. Lightning chair, breathe out. Pump the breath, two more, inhale. Exhale. One more time, breathe in. And breathe out, find chair, take a big breath in. This time twist to your left. Open the arms like wings, inhale. Left hand down, balancing half moon. Feel it open, breathe in. Shiva squat, square the chest. Inhale here, find your balance, bring the hands to your heart if you need that challenge. Exhale, step the right foot to the back. Crescent lunge, look up, inhale. Warrior two, exhale. Stay here, big breath in. Extended side angle, sweep the right arm over, press to the knife edge of your right foot, inhale, side body stretch. Exhale, hands and knees. Cow pose, take a breath in, tuck the toes so you're ready. Cat pose, as you exhale, navel hugs the spine. Come back to cow, left leg lifts, inhale, look up. Exhale, knee to elbow, right knee off the mat. Three-legged dog, breathe in. Step the left foot forward, warrior one. Take a few grounding breaths on this side. Really feeling into that powerful lunge. Anchoring into the big toe mound of your left foot. Bend your elbows, find that goalpost shape. And then bring the forearms together. If you need a little bit more here, if you have a lot of range of motion in the shoulders, you can keep going if I'm rambling. But if you need more here, bring the pinky fingers side of your elbows together. Really feel the shoulder blades move away from your spine. And then open up, turn the palms away from your body. Bring the pinky fingers together so you're rotating through the arms. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Two more. One more time, breathe in. Take it back as you breathe out. Reach the arms up, straighten the front leg out on an inhale. And then press off of the back foot, airplane pose. Try and square the right hip so it's level with the left. We're making this shape different than half moon. In half moon, we have that external rotation through the hip. Here we want the hips squared off and level. Without touching the right foot down, bring your right knee up, reach the arms up. Inhale. Lightning chair, exhale. Chair pose, breathe in. Lightning chair, breathe out. Two more, inhale. Exhale, last time, pump the breath, breathe in. And breathe out. Chair on the inhale. Prayer twist to the right. We're going to take that through once more. Inhale, open the wings. Exhale, right hand down. Half moon, left limbs lift. Shiva squat, exhale. Stay here, take a breath in. Step the left foot back as you empty. Crescent lunge, rise up with the inhale. Warrior two as you empty. Stay and breathe in. Extended side angle, breathe out, lengthen through the left side body on the in-breath. Plant the hands, all fours as you exhale. Cow, take a big breath in. Cat, as you empty, remember the toes are tucked. Come back to cow, right leg up on the inhale. Exhale, right knee, right elbow, left knee leaves the mat. Three-legged dog, breathe in. Right foot steps forward as you empty. Warrior one, inhale. Bend the elbows just for that exhale. Straighten out through the arms and that front leg, breathe in. Fly it forward into airplane. Reach the left knee up, inhale, find your balance. Exhale, lightning bear, take it low. Bear pose or chair pose, breathe in. Lightning, breathe out. Two more, inhale. Exhale. Breathe in. Last lightning in this round. Reach the arms forward, chair as you feel the lungs. Twist to your left. Open the wings, breathe in. Left hand comes down, half move. Inhale it, open. Exhale, Shiva squat. Find your balance with your next inhale. Step the right foot to the back as you empty. Crescent lunge again, breathe in. Warrior two, breathe out. Steady yourself here on the inhale. Extended side angle on the exhale. Nice full breath in. Hands and knees as you breathe out. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Left knee up, inhale, cow variation. Knee to elbow, exhale, right knee off the mat. Three-legged dog, breathe in. Left foot steps, breathe out. Warrior one, inhale it up. Bend the elbows as you empty. Straighten the arms, straighten the front knee and breathe in. Fly it forward, airplane as you breathe out. Right knee up, arms up on the inhale. Lightning chair or lightning bear. I just realized I've said both. Inhale, chair. Exhale, lightning. Two more, breathe in. Breathe out. Nice inhale. Sink it low in your lightning chair. Hold it here for 5. Maybe you lift the heels for 4. Lots of space in the lower back still. 3, 2, and 1. Sweep the arms forward. Straighten the legs out. So we're in this little hip hinge. Straight legs, straight spine. If this feels crummy in your body, you can start by bringing the hands to your heart, or you might bring the hands to the thighs and bend the knees a bit. All right, from here, we're gonna stand up, bring the arms to the side, push the feet down into the mat. Reach the arms overhead, take a breath in, and then dive forward as you empty. Separate the feet about hips distance. Grab hold of the big toes with your peace fingers. Bend your knees more than you think you need to. See if you can bring your chest, your belly, your rib cage on the thighs or between the thighs. Take a breath in, lengthening the spine. Keep the bind as you exhale. Start to straighten the legs out, drop the head down. Press down through the balls of your feet here. Ujjayi breath. To feel the effects of this inversion in your body. Let gravity help decompress those upper vertebra, that upper segment of the spine, the back of the neck, maybe the jaw. Optional lion's breath here, in through the nose. Stick your tongue out as you exhale through the mouth. One more like that, in through the nose. Lion's breath, try and touch the tip of your chin with your tongue. Keep the bind, bend the knees, sit your hips as low as you can with that bind. We're going to take it into a bound boat pose, maybe. So you'll start to, I tuck the chin, start to shift the weight back. At some point, you got to kind of trust it and drop the hips down, straighten the legs out, finding Navasana. pull your chest upward and forward as you pull your feet upward toward your chest. Eyes are slightly upward, or you might even take the gaze really far upward and drop the head back if that feels comfy in the neck. For me, I like looking at my toes here. From Navasana, happy baby, round the spine, bend the knees, roll it down onto your back for happy baby. It might feel good to do a little rock side to side. A little bit of core in today's practice. Sometimes abdominal work in yoga feels a little, I can take it or leave it at times. Remind yourself, if you're practicing this abdominal work, that it's so much about our core, about our strength, about self-esteem and power. Our core in chakra theory represents our right to act. It has everything to do with confidence. So when you're ready, bring the feet together, step the feet down, knees up, bring your hands to the back of your head, interlacing the fingers there. We're going to bring the left elbow toward the right knee. Come back to center, then bring the left hand toward the right foot. Come back to center. We'll take the other side. Right elbow, left knee, back to center. Right hand, left foot, back to center. All right, that's the pattern. Left to right, left to right. We'll move a little quicker. Right to left, right to left. Keep going side to side. If you need a little bit more, feel free to take bicycle crunches or to pick up the pace. I find that moving slower with more awareness actually creates more of a burn in the core. I know that I'm not just moving with momentum and yanking the body around, but I'm really moving through that center. We're just here for 20 more seconds. I'm gonna cool it down in 15. In 10. Oof. The first round felt easy. Now it's killing. Last 3, 2, and 1. Bring your hands to your belly. Give your body a little appreciation there. I know some of us have a hard time not judging different parts of our bodies. But for just this moment, see if you can appreciate everything that your body does for you. Bring the knees to your chest. Rock forward and then swing your left leg around back behind you. Stay upright in your pigeon pose. So just lifting the chest for a moment, maybe coming up onto the fingertips. Lengthen back through your left leg and foot. And you might start to walk the hands forward. And suss out what feels best in your body today. You might choose to lower all the way down to the forehead. And notice where your body's kind of gripping or holding tension. And it takes time for these stretches to really work. We've had these patterns of muscular tension that have been activated so many times. And so it's going to take some time for some of that to untangle, for some new patterns to be established. And just practice breathing in a way that helps you feel connected to your body. And 2 more cycles of breath here. Let your last cycle of breath be even deeper and fuller, breathing into the belly, the chest, the shoulders. Maybe an open mouth exhale. Walk the hands back, start to press the floor away as you lift the chest up. And then we'll swap it out. Bring your left leg forward, bring your hands back. Take a moment here, just rainbow the knees side to side, a little windshield wiper. Notice how the pelvis is feeling. Notice if your right leg feels a bit different than your left. Mine does. And then we're going to bring the left knee forward and sweep that right leg back. Setting up for pigeon on this side. Take at least 2 or 3 deep breaths with the chest lifted, letting the pelvis kind of settle into this shape on this side. And then when you feel ready, you can start to walk the forearms forward. And pausing at your body's natural end range. So we're not pushing, not forcing, just being with and appreciating with whatever range of motion you have today. And come back to your breath. And take one more conscious breath here, maybe closing the eyes. And then start to walk your hands back, lifting yourself up. And sweeping that right leg back around to the top of your mat. I'm going to close practice today in a seated meditation. And that is only because that is what's feeling best for me in this moment. Traditionally, a vinyasa practice, you would close in shavasana, laying on your back and really letting the nervous system kind of ground. So choose that if that feels right to you. But meet me in some stillness without rushing to get there. Right? So it's not freeze tag. If you need to shift or adjust, or kind of shrug around for a moment before you can settle in, please do so. And then let stillness kind of find you. If you're in a seat with me, bring your awareness into your spine, stack your shoulders over your hips. You feel that the head is floating above the heart space and the heart is right above the belly. However your practice unfolded, can you trust that it was exactly as it was meant, that you did your very best job, and that that is all that anyone can ask of themselves? Really give yourself total permission to surrender to this pause. We won't be here for a ton of time. The pause, though, is oftentimes the hardest part, whether that's meditation or shavasana, or a pause between, somebody saying something that's upsetting and us reacting in a way that just escalates that kind of energy of conflict. The pause is the hardest part, but it's the part where we have the most power. Drop into stillness, just 30 seconds here. If you're in Shavasana, you can start to make your way to a seated position. And considering, just for a final moment here, in this pause, how you might want to move through the rest of your day. What kind of energy do you want to bring into the experience of your life today? What kind of energy do you want to bring to the people around you? And can you use this pause as an opportunity to connect to that and anchor into that? so that you can move with a bit more intention and integrity. Once you've landed in that upright seated position, bring your hands to your heart. Sit up just a little bit taller. We'll close with a final cleansing breath. Big inhale through the nose. Let the rib cage lift. Let the shoulders lift. Fill up. Sip in as much breath as possible. Open mouth, exhale. Nice work. Thank you for joining me on your mat today. I hope that that practice serves your body and mind well. Let me know if you have questions or requests. And I'm wishing the best for you.